Hello, my name's Ian, and today I'm going to demonstrate some Tai Chi exercises that are of an intermediate standard, which I hope you'll be able to follow along from the comfort of your own home. Try to be relaxed, comfortable, and just follow as best you can. Okay, so just to start with, we're going to turn the body left and right. Allow the arms to follow passively. So focus on turning the waist left and right. Just feel the arms moving gently behind. Feel a little transfer of weight as it moves from left to right. And just try to feel the whole body relaxing and settling down. Allow the movement to slow down a little. Feel the arms and hands slowing down too. And eventually come back to a complete stop. Okay, so firstly we're going to go through some exercises. And then towards the end, we'll do the first section of the Chen style of Tai Chi. So we'll begin with a little flowing sequence. And again, we're just concentrating on being calm and making smooth, continuous movements. So try to focus on movement throughout the whole body. Feel the whole body lift as the arms come up, and feel the whole body sink as the arms come back down. So rising and falling. Feel the movement of the air as it gently flows through the fingers. And feel the whole body moving, all the way from the toes right up to the head. Change. So focus on the arms and the hands first. Again, very soft, smooth, continuous movements. Make sure that it feels comfortable, so don't necessarily take the arms above the head. If the arms are a little lower than mine, that's fine. But if the arms are a little higher, that's also fine. Just make sure everything's smooth and comfortable. So once you're comfortable with the arms and the hands, focus on the body and notice how the body moves with the arms. So the body's going right and the body's going left. Feel the transfer of the weight in the feet. And again, feel the movement through the whole body, from the feet through the legs, the waist, the upper body and the arms, the neck and the head. Change. So again, to begin with, just focus on the movement of the arms and the hands and trying to coordinate the movement of both. This may be a little more tricky just because They're doing different things. So the movement is not synchronized. And again, just make sure you're comfortable with the height at which the arms and the hands are moving to. Feel the body open as the arms separate, and feel the body close as the arms come back together. Feel the weight as it moves from left to right. So the weight is going to the right, to the left, and back to the right. Weight is left, weight is right, and weight is left again. Feel the flow of the air through the fingers. Feel the chest open as the arms separate and the chest closes as the arms come back together. Feel the transfer of the weight in the feet as well. All of these exercises are very good just for increasing the quality of our movement, allowing all of the muscles and the tendons to relax, and they're good for coordination and balance. Change. So this one's a little bit like front crawl in the swimming pool. It's called whirling arms. And to start with, again, just focus on the arms. Smooth, continuous movement. As the hands come forward, the little finger leads. So it's the little finger that's slicing through the air. And as the hand at the front sinks down, the hand at the back gently lifts up. Feel the twist in the waist. So as the right hand is back, the body is gently turned to the right, and as the left hand comes back, there's a gentle turn to the left. So we feel the twist in the body all the way up from the ankle, through the leg, the waist, and the upper body. Again, just feel the air as it gently runs through the fingers and the hands. And try to imagine the arms are floating up and floating down. So as little effort as possible just to lift the arm and allow the arm to sink. If you can, just focus entirely on the movement. Try to ignore anything else around you. And change. So the last one for this little sequence, we're back to a synchronized movement, which is a little easier. It's called rowing a boat. We're bringing both arms and hands forward at the same time and back at the same time. So again, this is another exercise where we're trying to improve the quality of our movement. We're trying to iron out all those little bits of tension and tightness, particularly in the upper body, but also through the waist and down through the legs. Feel like the fingers are stroking the air. It's ever so soft. You feel the air flowing through the fingers, and the whole body feels calm and relaxed. Feel the chest open as the arms come back, and the chest will close as the arms come forward. And the corresponding movement in the back. The back is closed as the arms are back, and as the arms come forward, the back opens. So we're gently stretching the chest and the back, and as a result we're exercising all of the internals of the back, the chest, the rib cage. When you're comfortable with the movement of the upper body, focus a little more from the waist down through the legs and the feet. So you'll notice that as the arms come forward, the legs are stretched, and as the arms come back, we gently bend the knees. It doesn't have to be a huge movement. In fact, it's probably better if it's a small, subtle movement. But just feel the spring in the knees, and as a result, try to feel the movement through the whole body. As the arms come forward, the weight moves ever so slightly to the toes, and as we draw the arms back, the weight moves to the heels. And just feel that continuous rocking backwards and forwards. So weight is forward, and the weight rocks gently backwards. Forwards and backwards. And just for the last few moments, see if you can just feel the whole movement through the body. All the way up from the feet, through the legs, the waist, the upper body, the arms, the neck and the head. Really try to focus on the complete whole body movement. Okay, and gently back down. So the next one we're going to do is called Separate Earth and Heaven. There are a couple of elements to this one. We'll start just with the arms first. So as one hand extends up, the other one extends down. Try not to overstretch, but go high enough and low enough so that you can feel a gentle stretch through the whole body, and just feel like you're pushing the hand towards the ceiling and the lower hand is pushing towards the ground. As we change over, the lower hand comes closest to the body, and if you can, just twist so the little finger almost touches the nose. And focus on the stretch. Gentle bend in the knees as the arms come together, and then straighten again as we separate the arms. Now hopefully you're comfortable with this so far. So now we're going to add another element which is going to help improve our balance and our coordination. So as we go up with the right hand this time, if you can, just gently lift the knee. If you can't lift the knee all the way up, just lift the heel off the ground. And this time we're focusing more on our balance. And we're also trying to coordinate the movement of the arm and the leg as both rise and both sink back to the ground. Okay, so just once more. and gently back down. So that's separate earth and heaven. Next one we'll do is called Green Dragon Turns Left and Right. So hands and wrists crossed and standing feet shoulder width apart. And we'll start by turning to the left. Now as we come back, the arms slide up and then we continue round and turn to the right and sink. So from the starting position with the wrists crossed, turn to the left and the arms and hands separate. And at the side, gently sink. As we come back to the centre, the wrists cross again and we continue round to the right and again we sink. So focus on the movement of the arms and the hands first, wrists crossing at the centre and separating the hands at the side. Right hand picks up the left elbow, runs up the arm, and then the opposite applies. The left hand runs down the arm and down to the side. As we come up through the centre, feel the arms and the hands raise a little and they sink at each side. So we're sinking and the arms and hands ascend back to the centre. Marvellous exercise for the waist, the lower back, the legs, and also very good just for coordination of the movement of the arms and the hands. And it gently massages the whole of the lower back and the spine. Again, do remember that so here it's the left hand that almost touches the elbow, runs all the way up the arm, and then the right hand runs down the left arm and back to the side. So this time it's the right hand that picks up the elbow, comes up the arm, and the left hand then runs down the right arm. Feel the bend in the knees and feel the way that the weight changes from foot to foot. So now the weight is on the right, back through the centre, and then the weight transfers to the left again. Okay, and we come back to the centre, wrists crossed, and gently push the hands down. Okay, so we'll do one more exercise before we tackle the Tai Chi form itself. This one's called Two Birds Flying. Right palm out facing me, left palm up. And we imagine we have a little piece of string attached to each wrist. So the wrists and the hands are always going to retain the same distance apart. Feet are somewhere around shoulder width apart. And we're going to focus on as always with this little set, we're going to focus on being just smooth and continuous with our arms and hands first. So we imagine the hands are two birds and they follow each other endlessly. The movement itself is almost like a figure of 8 on its side. So we're drawing a figure of 8 with the hands. So just focus on the arms and hands for a few moments until you're comfortable with the movement. So the hands sink at the sides and then ascend back through the centre, sinking and ascending, sinking and ascending. Keep the eyes focused on the hands, because if we follow the hands with our eyes, it helps us to turn the body and we get more benefit with the turning of the waist and the spine at that point. Feel the flow of the air through the hands. And if you can feel the air like the hands are floating and just following the movement of the body, that would be even better. So once you're comfortable with the coordination and movement of the arms and the hands, focus more on the body and begin to feel the turning of the waist, the transfer of the weight from right to left and left to right. Really focus on feeling like it's the whole body that's moving. So as the body moves, the arms and the hands follow. Just feel the movement. Okay, so now, as with the last exercise, we'll add one more element just to help us improve. This will help us with our balance and also our coordination again. So what we're going to do, we're going to just step and step. When we're stepping, we're just touching with the toes. So it's a very soft step. We touch with the toe, and then we step and touch with the toe. Step, touch with the toe. Step, touch with the toe. Focus on the stepping this time. Don't make too big a step. It's important just to make sure that the standing leg feels stable and firm. The bigger the step, the harder it is to coordinate and balance. So we're only really making a very small step to the left and right. We're still turning the body, and we're still trying to feel like it's the arms and the hands that are following behind. Okay, so back to a standing position, and we're going to gradually slow the movement down. So all of the same elements are there, the movement of the body, the turning of the waist, the transfer of weight. And what we're also going to do now is we're actually going to allow the arms and the hands to separate a little. So the little bit of string has been removed. And as we turn the body, the arms are now just flowing smoothly and gently behind. And as the arms and hands separate, we'll just feel them slowly and softly floating back down to the ground. As we turn the body a little less, the arms fall further. Still feel the air flowing through the fingers, still feel the movement through the whole body, until eventually the arms and hands are now settled back by our sides, and all we can feel is the turning of the body. Very, very softly, very small, minute turns left and right. The weight is still transferring from left to right, but the whole body is moving. And gradually, ever so slowly, everything becomes still. Just feel that relaxation and stillness through the whole body. Okay, so to finish, we'll do the first section of the Tai Chi form, Chen style of Tai Chi, from the beginning up to single whip. So to prepare, we're going to stand feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to try and focus on just relaxing the whole body. Hopefully all the exercises we've done so far, you'll be feeling much more relaxed than you were when we started. So we should be well prepared. So standing comfortably, try to feel like the weight of the body sinks down to the feet. Feel the connection between the feet and the ground. Feel how the ground supports you. Try to allow the whole body to relax. Feel the arms and the hands hanging gently by your sides. Work your way up the body and feel the chest, the back, the shoulders, the neck and the head all relaxing. Allow your breathing to settle and become soft, calm and continuous. Knees ever so slightly bent. Whole body is calm, balanced, relaxed. Ready. And begin. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed that. And of course, if you did want to do more, you could run through that twice at home. Thank you.